I agree with you too. Huh? Well, we talked about that. We talked about young horses. We've talked about horse shows. All right. This is one thing I really see a whole lot of. I see you and Rhonda working together. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I see you working together, and that has got to be a blessing to share the love
Yes.
for the
Yeah.
same thing.
We've had a lot of fun. That's how we've met at the horse show, and
Right.
used to be our kids and stuff would go with us some. Our youngest daughter, she would stay with us all the time and help us and go to shows with us. But she's got her own family now, and the other
Right.
kids do too. Which I'm sure if we was closer to home, the other kids would probably still come around and watch like they used to.
Uh huh.
But it was a family thing for us,
Right.
and we and hers, we tried to get out of it one time, and it didn't last very long, but about a year or two. And I just told her we got to go back and do
Yeah.
something, and that's what we did. And we said then when we come back at it, we said, well, we'll never go back out.
Right.
We enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's been an enjoyment and a blessing to us.
All right. And I'm going to go just a little bit deeper. Okay. All right. When we think about marriage, you two seem like you get along. Maybe you fist fight in the back when I don't see anything like that, but you really do. I mean, she seems and it might be because she's easy to get along with. I mean, I'm sure
it's me. It's me.
I like that. That is faith. All right. I really do. But I mean, what do you think keeps you two strong when we talk about outside of the whole thing about horses and everything? But I mean, what do you think? What do you think makes a strong marriage?
I'd say probably.
It's a tough question, all right?
Yeah, it is. But
but I think
we're good friends.
Yeah.
We try. I ain't always done right, lived right, but we try to anymore. We in the last several years we try to do right. We try to go to church and put God, let God try to guide us. I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Is what I should say. But I think if I was going to start over, I'd start over with God.
Right.
First. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
Sir.
And but we've worked together and we I don't know how to put it. We just click.
Right.
It's like I told her. I hope I go before she does because I don't want to be left behind without her.
Right.
Because I'll probably go crazy. I don't even know how to turn the TV on.
Well, I tell you, when I think about things, I can't think of an ill word you've ever said to me. Okay.
I could be a grouchy.
But I mean, but you haven't been. Yeah, and I think about with my wife. I mean, I'm not going to say anything mean to you. You're going to have to really push me back in the corner.
Right.
And I don't want to be mean. And you have to guard yourself. Okay, it's not something that just comes natural, because the natural part is rotten, but there's another part of us that we have to work to be kind.
Yeah.
And be kind to the people we love, don't we? We want to be kind to them, and when it comes to your wife, you've got to work to be kind.
Yeah, you gotta give and take both ways, I think. And she's learned. I can blow my top, and she'll stand back and laugh at me.
Yeah.
And sometimes me and her will get into it pretty hot and heavy, and people think I've seen people walk away at the barn, we'd be into it or something. They'd walk away, think we was going to be fighting, and then we'd look at each other and laugh and go on. They said, "Well, we thought y'all was going to kill each other." Well, this just don't work that way. We respect each other.
Yeah.
And try to help.
I think being patient, and I've tried to. Now there's a lot of things I've changed, and like I said, I've been married Saturday for 42 years, but Janice and I've been married, and I try to really work on. I mean, even when it comes to stuff around the house. Now I've just now started taking the garbage out. We married 40 years, and I waited. Okay, right up the end. She could set that garbage in front of the door, and I could push it over, so I could get past it and get out the door. But I've got now, but what I done was move the garbage cans real close to the back door, so I can take the garbage out. Okay, but I'm real careful now around. I mean, I try not to leave anything out. If it's a dish, we sometimes get in a hurry to see who's going to clean up first. But I want to be careful with her and be good to her.
Right.
And that's something I have to actively do, because sometimes I get up after she usually always goes to bed for me, and I'll have my pop can sitting out and my potato chips. I have it stuff. I'm really tempted just to leave it out and go on to bed, but I said, I'm gonna pick up after myself, and I have to purposely do those things, don't you?
Sometimes you got to change things a little bit to make things right for everybody. Yes,
right. Right. And I want to make it easy on her if I
Yes,
can.
yes, exactly. You want to make it easy on each other.
And really, and one reason why is the next husband you had, I want to really make him look bad. You know, I'm thinking if I can be as good, if I can be pretty good, I said that's going to make him look really bad.
Yes.
But I think it's important, man. The Bible talks a lot about having peace. You know, if you'll marry a good woman and you'll do right, it brings peace in your whole life.
Like I said, you know, I haven't always done right, and I still don't do right. I know that, but I try to do. I'm trying.
Yeah.
That way, you know.
Well, you know, it's like me losing weight. As long as I'm trying, I feel like I'm not losing.
Well, I like to eat too well for that. So
I weighed 270 pounds since 2018. I can walk 7 miles.
Yeah.
But I still don't make a bit of difference. I mean,
I was probably about 170 or 60 pounds when I met her, and now I'm about 250. She cooked too good.
Yeah.
And then I learned to cook too, and I like to cook myself. So.
I love cooking.
Yes.
Well, all right. We talked about marriage. We talked about horses. Let's talk about cooking, something really important.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, marriage is okay, but cooking's important.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I mean, do you like to cook?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you like to cook?
Breakfast.
Right.
I'm a breakfast cook. I like my breakfast.
Uh-huh.
I like cooking steaks.
I have trouble with a steak
pork
getting it right.
chops.
How do you get a good steak right? Like if you got, say you got a 16-ounce ribeye and you're trying to make that thing. I mean, I have trouble. I can either burn it, I can get it. It tears me up.
Usually I cook mine on the grill.
Okay.
And I'll put, I try to keep mine moist with like butter and keep me some water too if I need it.
Do you time it?
No, I don't time it.
I can't time it.
I just know when it's right. I just kind of watch it.
Do you cut it and check it?
Sometimes maybe, not often.
See, I have trouble.
Which I like mine medium rare anyway. So I know when it gets brown on both sides, it's pretty much done.
I bake a lot. I put them in and bake a lot, and I use the toaster oven a bunch. I've got a big toaster oven I wear out. I use it all, but I like cooking fried potatoes. I really enjoy fried potatoes. I do that a lot, and I try to cut back because you ain't supposed to have so many of them. So now I got back to where I used to cut up a bunch, but I'll cut up one, just enough so I can have that fried potato and do that. But I enjoy cooking that along.
I like potatoes.
I've got a roast right now in the Instapot I put in this morning, and I went and got one of those little, those packages you get that got everything in it. That roast, it's got a roast with it's got the corn, the carrots and the onions. They sell it food.
Yes.
I've never got that, but I got one of them this morning.
We've never tried one like that either.
I usually do it the other way, but I said I'm gonna try one this morning and get that. But the steaks I never have been able to get.
But I like to cook. Like I said, breakfast is my main meal.
Right.
I gotta have it every day.
Yeah.